Today we're going to make solid rosemary shampoo. I'll quickly tell you the recipe because it's super simple, really easy to make, and it's very effective. It creates a lot of foam. Washing your hair with solid shampoo is pleasant, and it's a natural option free of sulfates, parabens, and silicone. So it's always going to be better than a store-bought one, which has all those ingredients that aren't so good for your health. Well, without further ado, let's get to the recipe, and I'll tell you more as we go. We cut a few sprigs of fresh rosemary. Rosemary helps to prolong the hair growth phase and reduces hair loss. It fights dandruff. Its antimicrobial properties help control excessive sebum production and reduce the inflammation associated with dandruff. We're going to make an infusion with this fresh rosemary. It has very little water, about 150 milliliters of water. I let it boil, and once it boils, I turn off the stove and let it sit for 15 minutes. There, we see that it boiled. We turn it off and let it rest for 15 minutes. While it rests, we put a lid on it. The first thing we're going to use is 80 grams of sodium cocoyl isothionate surfactant. Sodium cocoyl isothionate removes dirt and excess oil without drying out the hair. It has a low environmental impact because it's biodegradable and it's less irritating to the skin than other surfactants. We're going to use 20 grams of kaolin clay. Kaolin clay regulates oil, absorbs excess sebum, adds shine, and leaves the hair soft and luminous. Shall we mix? I recommend that you use a mask, especially if you're handling the surfactant indoors, because it's a very fine powder, and if we breathe it in, it can cause irritation. There, it's all mixed together. We're going to add 10 grams of almond oil. Almond oil hydrates and nourishes, strengthens, and helps prevent breakage and split ends. And 6 grams of argan oil. Argan oil deeply moisturizes and is ideal for dry and damaged hair. It's also a good antioxidant, protecting the hair from free radicals and heat damage. If you don't have almond oil or argan oil, you can use olive oil or any good quality vegetable oil. This is how our rosemary infusion turned out. What I'm going to do is, with a syringe, I loaded about 10 milliliters but may not use it all. We'll add it gradually, which is why I'm using a syringe. We mix, we start making the mixture. A little bit. And I'm going to add it. I have to keep mixing well because it's going to absorb little by little. I think I'm going to use it all in the end, maybe a little bit more. It's better to do it slowly and carefully so we don't add too much water, but I need to form a dough, one that's not too wet. Now I'm going to use my hands to help. But first, I'm going to add a few drops of rosemary essential oil. Or it could be another scent, like eucalyptus, for example. But this way I can keep taking advantage of the properties of rosemary. The essential oil will enhance the benefits of the rosemary. About 20 drops. And now with my hand I'm going to Now I'm going to use a silicone mold. It's much more practical for unmolding later. And I'm going to press it down well to compact it. I'm shaping the edges nicely. And I make the other patty. Pack it tightly so it doesn't fall apart later. Once we've pressed them well, we take them out of the mold. And just like that, we let them dry. We're going to let them dry in a cool, dry place for about 48 to 72 hours, and then they can be used. I'll explain because I know you'll ask, as others have in previous videos. Where can you buy the surfactant, the SSI, and the kaolin clay or the essential oils? I usually place an order on Mercado Libre from a single supplier. There are several suppliers that sell raw materials. For natural cosmetics, you have to look for the one you prefer, the one that's most convenient for you, the one with the best products. You have to do a little research, but on Mercado Libre we can find pretty much everything. And for those who are from other countries, from what I know, you can get everything on Amazon, which I think is kind of similar to Mercado Libre, and if not, in stores that sell products for natural cosmetics,